Hey guys, it's Angie. This week I'm a little late with doing my what sold video, but I didn't want to miss it for the week, especially when last week I was suspended for 3 days on eBay for selling an expired CVS product with no expiration date. Check out my video from last week if you're interested in why I was suspended. So I wanted you to see how this suspension affected my sales, affected my numbers for the week. But this week I've been super busy because my daughter Amy, as many of you know, started her first day of teaching today. All her students came back. She's been in the school for about a week now, but she's 21, teaching for the first time in middle school. So I'm super proud of her, but we've been real busy with that. So this is a little late, but better late than never. Okay, so last week, did my suspension affect my sales numbers? Yes, they did, of course. So let's go over the numbers, see where we stand, and see where we go from here. So last week, my sales were $2,031.93. Now, as a full-time reseller, that is below my minimum goal that I like to have for the week, which is $2,500 minimum. But I knew it was going to be less because I was suspended for 3 days. Now, when you're suspended on eBay, it's not just that you can't list items. eBay also will suppress your items. So if somebody is looking for a pair of jeans that I have, even though I have them promoted, I have the best keywords, I could have the best pictures, you still won't find my item when I'm suspended. So that not only makes it so that I can't list anything new, but also that most of the customers have a very hard time finding my items during that 3 days. So that is what suppressed my sales for sure. Of the $2,031, $89 was sales tax collected by eBay, and then my selling fees is $863. Now that includes shipping, eBay fees, as well as promoted listing fees. So all of that is wrapped up into one number. See, again, 42% looks like so much, but when it's all your fees, all of your shipping and everything, that is normal. So my net sales after the eBay fees and the sales tax for this week was only $1,079.64. Now I say only because I am a full-time eBayer. This is my full-time job. Some people would love to have that much in sales. I always say don't compare your numbers to mine. I look at my numbers specifically by what my family's needs are in order for us to maintain the lifestyle that we're in, for me to share the profits with my mom, who is my partner and helps me immensely in the business, and to have money for savings and for fun things we like to do. So let's see some of the highlights of the week and some fun items that sold. First, I sold this Risk board game. Now, board games are hit or miss for me. A lot of times I like to part them out, but this one was pretty neat as it was an Onyx edition. It has this big wooden board that's really cool. It was not complete, so that's why it says on here, see details. It sold for $35.95, but I was happy with that. Now, could I have made a little more money maybe by parting it out individually? Probably, but at the time I picked up a bunch of things and I just didn't want to mess with it. I wanted to sell it all in one piece, and I'm glad I did. This is a really cool solid brass, vintage, like mid-century modern sculpture. This is something I picked up at an estate sale for $10. It was between $5 and $10. I can't remember what day I bought him. In any case, he sold for $49.45, and he went overseas, so they paid for global shipping. Now, this is just a shirt, a blouse, not something that I would normally show because it's only $12, but I did have someone reach out to me and say that they would like to see if I combine shipping, and I said, of course, I absolutely do. And so they bought 5 shirts from me. Yay! So I was super happy that they all went together. It was this Nygaard shirt, a New Direction camisole, this striped New Direction shirt, a cable and gauge pullover tunic, and this other New Direction. They like the New Direction style. And it's an asymmetrical tunic top. So it sold for about $58, I think, for all 5 of them. Went in one package, so I hope they love them. Then I sold this Telco Motionettes Santa, but he's an oldie. I think he's from the 80s. He still worked wonderfully, and he sold for a best offer of $45. This I was super surprised by. I had picked up a lot of ephemera for like next to nothing. In it were these lot of 5 Barbie coloring books from the 90s. They're still sealed in the plastic all together, so you can see here they're all together, and then the back side there are some more. And I didn't realize they had a whole lot of value. It was in my death pile in my garage. Mom pulled it out and said, let me see if I can list this. And lo and behold, sold for $53.95 in just about a week. I picked this guy up at an estate sale along with a wolf and another one. When you open him up, he moos, moo, like that. It's like crazy long. So I guess you're getting mooed out if you get cookies out of this cookie jar. But I picked him up for $5 and he sold for $44.95 in just under a week. This is a little cute little fisherman with his dog sculpture. It's a New Orleans sleeping fisherman. He sold for $29.66. I just recently picked up this hat. It's a vintage Michael Howard. I did get a note from someone who made me an offer, I think of $22, and they said it was for their husband's funeral, which I'm very sorry to hear that. But it was a good sale for me, and I'm glad it was something that they could use. I found these little Franco Sarto shoes at one of my consignment stores that was having a huge sale, so I picked them up for $1 and sold them for $29.66. I picked up a bunch of these ModCloth dresses about a year and a half ago, I guess, and this one for some reason didn't get listed. I'm not sure why, but we finally listed it about 4 months ago, I think. The ModCloth dresses, I remember when they first came to Dirt Cheap, they were like $12 a piece, and I was like, that's too much money. So I kept going back. For weeks I went back, and one day the dresses were $2, and I cleared them all. And most of them have already sold, but like I said, this one for some reason didn't get listed. It was in the back of the rack, and we finally listed it, and it did sell for $44.95. Plus size clothes definitely sell. Here's another item that a lot of people won't pick up. This is a LuLaRoe. It's like a raglan baseball style shirt. I thought it was super cute, actually. Pink with the white and black sleeves. It's new with tags. My mom paid $1 for this, and we sold it for $15.25 in under a week. So if you find cute LuLaRoe, especially if it's new with tags, it's not going to fetch great money. But if you pick it up for $1, maybe $2, it still might be worth getting, as long as it is a cute style. There are some really, really ugly LuLaRoe patterns, so be careful what you get. But if it's something you would think that you could see someone wearing, then you could pick it up for sure. Oh, this is just a Talbot's pantsuit. I find these pantsuits at my one little honey hole thrift store that they have clothes every week that go down either $1 or 25 cents. This was one of those items. I picked up this 2-piece set for $0.25, and I thought it was really nice. And it took a little bit to sell because people are just getting back into wearing dressier clothes to go back to the office, but it did sell for $24.70. Another pickup of Mom. She found this on an online auction. I think she said she paid $3 or $4 for it, but it did sell for $22.45. It's complete, so it was ready to go to a new home. I sold a couple dolls this week. This Jurassic World, she's a Barbie from 2017, but Jurassic World specific, sold for $31.45, and they sent me a message, said they were so happy to find it, so that's great. I did sell one of my Soldiers of the World dolls. This one kind of looks like General Lee. He sold for $22.45. I was really surprised they weren't worth more, actually, but I only paid $0.25 for him. And another one of my quarter dolls, who I thought was Donny Osmond at first, but ends up that he's just Ken, but he's wearing a cute tuxedo, and I did take a best offer of $22 on Ken. I sold these to Lori, Mama with the Camera. And I didn't realize until after the fact that that was her. She messaged me and she bought these as one of the items that can go towards Amy for her classroom. So we will definitely forward the funds over for Amy. Thank you so much, Lori. Torrid is a great seller for me. I thought this was so cute. It's just an ombre hooded sweatshirt. It's a size 00, which means it's about a 10, 12. It was a little small for me, or else I would have kept it because I love it. And it sold for $26.95. This was an Underarm New with Tag sweatshirt. Another one of my mom's finds. She has been on a roll finding some stuff. She loves doing online auctions, and that's kind of how we ended up thinking of doing that on Saturdays. So this was one of her finds. I think she paid probably $4 for this, and it sold for $22.45. Karen Kane dress. This is just one of the dresses I picked up at my consignment store when they were having their dollar sale. $21.95. Oh, sometimes you will find cords and things for video game systems, even if you don't have the system. This is the case. This was a Wii power cord. Actually, this one in particular was from my daughter's Wii that was completely damaged beyond repair. We had the extra parts and the cords, and I said, well, we might as well not get rid of them. We have to try to sell them. And they did sell for $15.25. These were pretty cool. Metropolitan Museum of Modern Art. They are just little coasters, brand new in the box, but you can see they're actually a really cute print, and they sold for $15.25. Then I sold a couple plush this week. This M&M sold for $14 on a best offer. He's from 1987, so he's an oldie, but he was in really nice shape. Sold this little Nuffle bunny. He was so cute. For some reason, I thought he was Five Nights at Freddy toy. Obviously, I don't know my Five Nights at Freddy. Regardless, he was super cute, and he did sell for $16. And we sold this little pillow pet. He is Bingo. He is new with tags. Sold him for $14.36. And then this little Entenmann's cupcake. He's a little guy. He's about this big. His name is Sprinkles, and he sold for $7.92. Oh, this is one of those 25-cent items that I got from the lady who had all those dolls. She was about like 7 inches tall, little wooden thing. I thought she kind of looked Holland, but we came up with that she might be Polish, just how she looked compared to other dolls. And she did sell on a best offer for $13. Anytime you find movies for like games, I do like to pick those up too. This is Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3, Koopa's Rock. It's from 1990, sold for $13.45. And this one happened to be brand new and sealed. Oh, and look at these tiny little hedgehog figures. They are so cute. I had to quickly get them on before my kids saw them because my daughters, even though they're in their 20s, would want them for one of their shelves. They have a whole room in their condo that is just, it's the dining room, but it's like dedicated to gaming and everything. They have shelves with all these little knickknacks and Funkos and everything. They would have never made it onto eBay if either of my kids saw them, so I'm glad I got them sold before they realized I had them. $11.66 plus shipping. And then look at these things. They're dachshunds. Corn on the cob holders. What? I love these things because obviously Ollie is a dachshund and we are dachshund fans. The reason we didn't keep these is because we don't use any holders when we do corn. We just eat it like real people when we grab onto them. But for somebody who likes to be bougie and have the little handles, they couldn't be cuter. I was having a huge sale and they actually sold for $7 plus shipping, but that's okay. I'm sure someone will love them. And my best sale of the week were these G-Star Rev N skinny jeans. I picked these up when I was over in Mobile, Alabama at the Goodwill bins. I had never heard of them, but they were new with tags and they looked kind of interesting. So I decided to try them, and when I got home I was super surprised at how expensive they were. They did sell overseas for $80.96. So that was a really nice sale for the week. Then you know that my last sale is always going to be my lowest sale because every sale matters. And my lowest sale of the week are these. They are Bally Hipster Panties, brand new with tags, obviously. They sold for $4.93 with free shipping. That's okay. If you see, I had this on clearance at 55% off. So they got a really good deal, especially considering it included the shipping. But I will take every sale I can get. I know I had $1 into these. They were from a pallet that I bought quite a long time ago. So I'm happy to see them go. So my sales were affected by my suspension, but it wasn't terrible. I'm not complaining. I'm happy it's over and we can move past it. Now, I had already planned to have the auction that I had on Saturday, but I don't count that as income for the week because all of the proceeds from that day went directly to my daughter for her classroom, decorations, and all the supplies she needed as a brand new middle school teacher. And everyone was so incredibly generous. We'll have a video out in the next couple days so you can see the transformation of her classroom. I think you'll really like it and you'll see it went to a really good cause. She's a great kid and we're really happy that she's doing that. But I decided that we are going to try to see about doing the Saturday auction. Everyone seemed to like it, at least for a while, and see how it goes. So my next auction will be this Saturday. So we're going to roll it back an hour, and it's going to start at 10 Eastern, 9 Central, and that means 7 Pacific time. We'd love to have you come on. Lots of things are starting at just $1. I will have some buy it now items, lots of HBA that'll be super cheap. You just pay the price that's listed. And then we'll have some auctions too. Always do a giveaway, so I'd love to have you be a part of that. I'm super excited that school is back because for me, when school gets back into session, that kind of means people are getting out of the vacation mode and the mode where they're focused on fun events and things, and people are spending time at home looking at their computer, which means buying more things on eBay. So hopefully that will increase our sales all the way around. Fingers crossed. Hopefully we'll start seeing a lot more sales very, very soon. All right, that's it for today. Sorry this one was late, guys, but we'll get back on track next week. I'll have another video out for you tomorrow, so be sure to check that out, and we will see everyone on Saturday. Have a great one. Bye.